Something that Nick Fuentes has definitely made everybody see is that there are fundamentally one of the key things about being a liberal is simply believing women are correct no matter what they say, and that you must always humor what women say as being fundamentally sort of more true than a point of view that they don't like. It doesn't even matter if it's a point of view posited by a man, it's that if the majority of women don't like this opinion, then it's not good, which is entirely a thing from like the kind of culture of the help. It is solidly this view of looking down on kind of us bumpkins who don't have like kind of highfalutin. We're not bona fide, so we don't know. And so this is indicated by the masks with "Be kind." Be kind. This is the new one. Is kindness. Be kind. T-shirts with "Be kind." So it's not a matter of that. These are people who have taken the Red Cross course on first aid, so that they know the actual measurements of a bacteria as opposed to a virus, and then knowing, okay, so what then is the protective measures against bacteria versus viruses? No, they're telling the bumpkins, be kind. There is somebody who is a female who disapproves of you not wearing a muzzle at all times. And you're going to have the finger wagged at you. And everybody's going to sit and eat tea cakes and frown with their gloves on. But they'll be frowning behind their mask after they drink tea. And so I've been really thoroughly enjoying knowing people don't have fundamental medical knowledge, and really the truly fundamental level, where you have to know this in case the water stops running. Like, you have to know these things. Like, how have you never encountered the difference between bacteria and viruses? And then the best part, this is the part that I love the most. And I've been thinking about this a lot, and I don't know if I really let on how prevalent this is. If you're an ethnic minority that doesn't agree with white liberals, it is hilarious the discomfort they have around you. If you could argue your points and that all they can do is cite, well, I heard something somewhere, that it's not that they can name some type of source for their knowledge about something. They feel something about a realm of information. I literally had this, and all the time. The best of all is when I have to bring stuff up about music, the bind between poor white people and poor black people from the Appalachia to the South, how that's shown through cinema and music so much, and how white liberals don't know what the fuck they're talking about racism. And I'm like, and always this just shrugging it off, these phony Yankees, their fake history of being diverse people and all this shit. And what's the best part is when you're from an area where it's like, yeah, nigga, I knew you 10 years ago, 12 years ago. You are from Whitesville, Colorado. Stop acting like you're suddenly down with the cause because you were kicking it with the homies back in the day. Like, I literally bought beer for a group of Norteños in a fucking hotel room in the goddamn Tenderloin. I've been it. I kicked it with a guy with a fucking crip named Beast. I mean, people used to talk. So you said the name Beast in San Francisco in the early 90s. People would look around. Fool was only came up to most people's shoulders. Tiny little guy, but he was infamous. You made friends with who you made friends with. You were down with who you were down with. It wasn't about some weird ethnic cause or anything. Nothing. They were your homies, and you made homies, and sometimes you didn't keep them. Sometimes there was drama. That's the way it is. But what it is also, this is a thing Fuentes made me see, all this political jazz with the races and blah blah blah. Big part of this, the reason why so many women are getting into this, and you see all these women hollering at these protests, is because they weren't about it. They weren't included. They were never in the club. They didn't know what cool rap music was. They couldn't learn the dances from the boys. They couldn't hang. They couldn't be cool. They can't play the video games. They couldn't be cool like the boys. And we're seeing this with Star Wars, with all the franchises, with the comic books. This desperate need to destroy that which the boys are into. And so now what it is ruining the relationships of you and your homies. All of these white liberal chicks want everybody at each other's necks because it ruins what the boys put together, friendships. Because, when you're a shit disturbing hoe, that's what you do. And because that's what they are. They're just shit disturbing hoes that don't know much. And then the punk ass, these punk ass brohams who love them. All right, let's see if my meat got delivered. Peace.